For my fall internship, I decided to do it with Lynn women's soccer because I wanted to delve deep in what the daily occurrences of an NCAA team, what happens on a daily basis for an NCAA team.
We were actually really blessed to have Latif join our staff. We were very impressed with him from before I even got to know him, from his initial email, his reference letters, his expectations of our program and what he wanted. So when Latif got here, he fit in right away.
My duties were on a daily basis to speak with our head coach and our assistant coaches and to help out on practice plans, on game plans, on performance analysis and sports science in regards to our girls.
Latif would come in every day and help us plan the practice before we'd go out there. So about an hour before practice, he would come in and we would talk about, on days he didn't have class, he would come in and he'd help us plan the practice, set up the teams. He would help set up the sessions as we'd get out there, maybe the drills or the cones, or maybe get the team warmed up, just whatever was on a need base. So he would come in that, and then a lot of times after practice we'd meet and talk about what players we thought did well. That was in the spring. In the fall, he would come and we'd talk about who we're going to play next. A lot of tactical meetings he was involved in as well.
A typical day would be obviously starting with a meeting with our coaches, speaking about what happened during our games, or speaking about our game plan towards a game or after a game. We also analyze different players and different plays of a game. Also talk about what happened during practice and what we can improve on during our practices.
In the spring, Latif's role really stepped up even more with our assistant coach moving on to another job. So Latif stepped into more of a role of really helping out in training and stepping up and being involved in the training sessions more. So he was around quite a bit, actually. He was around even more than I probably expected him to be, which I think is an attribute to him because he fulfilled his hours and then some with us.
Having been with our coaching staff for a whole season, it made me understand the ups and downs of having a full season in an NCAA team. It also made me understand the various aspects that go into game day preparations and post-game preparations.
And I think Latif's biggest attribute with us is just his passion for the game, his passion for Lynn University, and just his willingness to help out wherever. He did a great job and just kind of being there, if he needed to be there to help with the session, that was great. If he needed to be there to be a positive influence, that was great. If he just needed to be there to smile and help guide the team, he did that as well. So I felt very lucky to have him, very blessed to have him a part of our staff. And if I was still going to be here next year, I would love to have him again. I look at Latif not only as a coach, but now I look at him as a friend.